Hey everybody, good morning. It is December 17th, 2018, and I'm Town Media Director Steve Brogan, and this is the Monday News This Week in Tyngsborough. We've got a few things I wanted to chat with you about as we wrap up the end of the year. There's a number of meetings happening, people trying to get things accomplished before the end of the year and before the start of the new year. So I'm going to get right down to it. And as you saw on my opening slide there, it is 7 days and 11 hours until Christmas, so it's almost time, and it's almost over. Hooray! All right, so here we go. Let me open up my computer screen here and get you guys right over to the calendar. Here we go. All right, so first of all, master plan. Actually, come back here for a second. So master plan's happening. We had a discussion last week. Hopefully you got to tune in and watch that on our Facebook, YouTube broadcasts and on TV here in town. For our Friday wrap-up, we talked about the master plan, the new master plan committee, who is basically tasked with creating a new master plan moving forward for the next decade or so for the town of Tyngsborough. So they have filled out the committee with a number of people from town government, different departments, as well as some citizens. So there's definitely a good committee already put together, but they are looking for your input on January 9th. They're going to have a big meeting over at the Old Town Hall, so it's at 7 p.m. at Old Town Hall. It's a master plan visioning session, they're calling it. And if you are interested in letting the town know your input as far as what you would like to see the town look like in the next 10 years, basically, you know, from things such as roads and bridges and parks and outdoor stuff to what should and shouldn't, well, not what should and shouldn't be developed, but development in town, like how much residential we want, how much commercial we want, so on and so forth. So there's a number of things that you can voice your opinion on, and they want your opinion. So January 9th, the first public visioning session. The meetings are also public and open when they do have the master plan meeting. So if it's something that you're interested in and want to keep track of, you can go to those meetings and check those out. And they'll also be doing a number of surveys and stuff as the year goes on to targeted towards each sort of one of the topics to get more community input from this. This master plan basically is what this town will look like in the next decade or so. It sort of sets like the guidelines for it. So it was a great conversation on Friday, so definitely go check it out if you get a chance. It's on Facebook, YouTube, and at tyngsboroughma.gov, so you can check it out in multiple different places. Also, now I'm going to jump you over to the calendar. So here's the website, and let's go right to the town calendar. Oops, there we go. Okay. Down towards the bottom here. So this week, as I said, we're obviously winding down the year and all the holidays and everything like that. So there's not as many meetings as usual. However, there are a couple this week. Next week, obviously, there's nothing because of all the holidays. But that said, there are a few things that you may want to take a look at. First of all, finance committee meetings have begun again in earnest because all the departments are starting to do their budgets for the year. So if that's something you're interested in following, see how we get our funds and how we allocate our funds to the different tasks that we do throughout the year. Definitely a good time to start taking a look and a listen to what the different department heads have to say about their budgets and what they submit for budgets. So over the next few months, we'll be putting those together, having meetings, of course, and then submitting those budgets for approval for the coming town meeting. So lots of interesting stuff there. And then Board of Selectmen's actually got quite a full agenda this evening. So if you take a look at the agenda here, I know it's kind of small for you guys, but you can go get this stuff, tyngsboroughma.gov, go to the calendar, you can click on the meeting name, and you can watch, or rather you can read what's on the agenda. Excuse me, getting over a cold yet again. Let's see. So on this agenda, there was some interesting stuff I wanted to point out. Excuse me again. First of all, Officer Dan Campbell is going to be getting a commendation from the Chief of Police. I imagine that it has to do with the incident that happened a few weeks back. Oh my goodness. Which you can get at Tyngsborough Police's website, tyngsboroughpolice.com. You can read the full story, but basically the incident was a new officer, Dan Campbell, only a couple weeks out of the academy, unfortunately, had a run-in with a gentleman he tried to pull over, who subsequently tried to smash his car into the officer's cruiser, which you can see on the image here. This did make the rounds at all the news stations around here. Officer Campbell did receive some injuries, though minor, fortunately, thankfully for him. And according to Chief Howe, he says, as a result of a dangerous incident, the rigorous Effective Academy training programs were on full display this morning. But at the end of the day, it was Officer Campbell himself, with less than a month as a full-time officer, who remained calm and used restraint in the face of an imminent threat. So, nice words by the chief. Obviously, kudos to Officer Campbell for staying calm, and I'm sure he's going to echo those comments as well as more tonight when he presents his commendation to Officer Campbell. So, well done to Officer Campbell. Very nice job. Thank goodness he is okay, and he is already back to work too. So that's a good thing. Also, tonight on the meeting, they're going to be appointing a town engineer. So that should be pretty interesting. That's been in discussion for a while now. So they'll be appointing a town engineer. They'll also be appointing the Commission on Disability. So if you didn't know that had been solicited, they solicited for members for the Commission on Disability. They received a number of applications, and they are appointing those commissioners tonight. Let's see, approving of Stonehenge liquor license, approving of Funtageous local license renewal, some one-day liquor licenses. There was a couple other things here I wanted to mention. Discuss Tyngsborough Country Club process and procedures, so that should be interesting for anybody who's interested in that topic. And they'll be going over some of the mid-year update rather on the selectmen and town administrator goals. So actually some pretty interesting things should be happening tonight. So definitely check this one out. You can always watch it on replay, obviously, at tyngsboroughma.gov after the fact. So if it's not something you have time to watch tonight, and don't forget you can live stream it anywhere. So just because you can't watch Comcast or Verizon from wherever you're at least the Tyngsborough version of it, you can watch us tyngsboroughma.gov on our meetings on demand. You can watch this streaming live there. So if you wanted to actually keep track of it in real time, you can do that. Let's see. Also, on the agenda tonight, I mentioned the Finance Committee. Tyngsborough High School's having some negotiations. Council on Aging meeting tomorrow day, 3:30. Those are public meetings. Again, all these meetings are public, so if you want to show up and listen in, you can. Also, Thursday, Board of Library Trustees and a Planning Board meeting, which I don't have an agenda for, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on in that meeting. But that said, lots of interesting stuff at least happening tonight for the Selectmen's meeting, so definitely want to check that one out. Also, kind of a fun thing that's been going on for the last few weeks now, the Tyngsborough Fire Department is having did their today's Where's Ember, so I'm not really sure where Ember is exactly today, but if you want to go over to their Facebook page, Tyngsborough Fire Department, and you can put your guess in as to where Ember is. I'm actually not totally sure. Well, obviously, it's some trail somewhere, but yeah, I'm not sure where that is. So, good luck guessing on that. Also, I was going to tell. Also, getting off of that. Just so everybody knows, Town Hall will be closed on the 25th, obviously Christmas Day, December 25th, and will also be closed on January 1st, and will be closing early the day before. So on 12/31, December 31st, we'll be closing at 4 o'clock. So if you have any business that you have to do at Town Hall on the 31st, get it in before 4 o'clock because we will be gone for the day to go home and celebrate for the holidays. Yeah, that's about it. I think I hit all the subjects, and then just talking about the weather. Lastly, let's just bring that up real quick. It looks like there's some kind of crummy stuff going on. It's going to be a little bit lousy. There actually was a weather advisory from the National Weather Service. If you want to go read it yourself, you can check it out. I get this all from weather.gov. So just type in the zip code, and it will give you the information. But it is supposed to be very cold and windy tonight. So according to this weather outlook, the hazardous weather outlook, that is. So tonight and tomorrow. So heavy winds or high winds and very cold. So definitely be cognizant of that because you don't want to get caught out in that cold. And obviously that could potentially turn into black ice, I would imagine, too. So definitely be very careful if you're out driving and out and about this evening. So that's all I got, folks. So yeah, not too bad. Just cold. It's going to be warm towards the end of the week on Friday with some rain. Hooray. Seems to go hand in hand. But otherwise, yeah, not too bad. So hope you guys got all your holiday shopping done, your Christmas shopping. If you haven't, you got a few days left still. Plenty of time still. You can get it all done. Amazon ships pretty quick, and all the other stores, obviously. You can get it right there. So if you have any questions for me, sbrogan at tyngsboroughma.gov. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe all this content. It helps, works with Facebook's algorithms. The more people that interact with our content, the further that content gets pushed out. So that's always nice. So I appreciate all you guys watching and commenting and sharing and all that stuff. If you have any questions, obviously you can leave them on the Facebook comment section or on the YouTube comment section. And don't forget that you can watch us on those two places, on Facebook, YouTube, and at Comcast Channel 8, Verizon 29 here in Tyngsborough, and at tyngsboroughma.gov. So a whole bunch of different places you can check us out. I will be doing a Friday wrap-up show this week, but there will be no news next week because I will be actually off on vacation next week due to the holidays, taking some time so I can get some things done and spend some time with my family and get ready for all that fun stuff, all the holiday things. So I hope you guys have a great Christmas. If you don't catch me on Friday, have a great Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the new year. So hopefully those resolutions will work out for you. Get them ready, get them fired up, and start prepping for whatever it is you're going to do, work it out, or whatever your resolution is. I always want to do all kinds of crazy things, and then come January 2nd, I'm like, what? So anyways, I hope you guys have a great weekend. A great rest of the week, rather, excuse me. And yeah, I'll see you on Friday. Take it easy, everybody. Bye.